16?
17 May 1st.
17 come May 1st. And 2 years and 3-4 months in this location. Usually I do the almanac. Today is Woodrow Wilson's birthday. Earl Fatherhines, 1905. Maggie Smith, 1934. In 1832, John Calhoun, at odds with President Andrew Jackson, became the first U.S. Vice President to resign. In 1836, Spain recognized the independence of Mexico, so I guess this is their 4th of July down there today. 1945, Congress officially recognized the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States. In 1950, advancing Chinese troops crossed the 38th parallel dividing line between North and South Korea to help the communist North Koreans fight American-led United Nations forces. My father is here again. He was here last week to read Winnie the Pooh with me. And my middle sister, Beth, they're safely away from the camera in the corner there. I stole an encyclopedia because a few have been referring to me tonight as wambat, and that's passé. I'm now Martin Christofferson. My birth certificate reads Richard Martin Gerald. My family calls me Joe. I've been FN Wombat for about 17 years, about the same time as Stone Soup. So there's some wombats in the room, but I'm not either of them. There's one big one back there somewhere. There's a big one. And there's a little, the baby is on top of the camera. Oh, there's a big one. That's Ida Mae Wombat. And inside her marsupium, we've got Willie Wombat, named after Prince William. So wombat is a sturdy terrestrial Australian marsupial genus Phascolmus. The head is blunt, eyes small, ears moderate, body long but compact, limbs short and strong, and tail very small. The forefoot has 5 toes with strong digging claws. The dense fur is gray or brown to black. The head and body are 34 to 43 inches long, and the 24 teeth resemble those of some rodents because being rootless with persistent pulps, that means that they go away and then new ones come in all through their life. 4 coarse-haired species live in the coastal hills of southeastern Australia, Tasmanian Islands, in the Bass Strait. The soft-haired wombat is in drier places. The animals shelter in self-constructed burrows, emerging in late afternoon or early in dull weather, and are quiet and rather wary but inoffensive. Their food consists of grasses in the inner bark of trees and shrubs. The voice is hoarse and growling. A single young is born about July and becomes independent within a half year. The hairy-nosed species, once plentiful, has been killed over much of its range because rabbits, the agricultural scourge of Australia, found safety in wombat burrows. A fossil genus of the Pleistocene was as large as a hippopotamus. Last week we sang the hippopotamus, and my sister Beth said she would not join me on stage for it, so we will not repeat that. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough time, but I'm going to try to read something that is celebrating its 20th anniversary. Half a lifetime ago, I wrote an article for Boston Avatar. And it was collected in a book called Civil Disobedience Theory and Practice. This is back when I was Tom Jarrell. Historically, my first defense against the draft was in August of '66 when a friend of mine was talking with me about black power and how middle-class white suburbia was guilty of complicity with the overt racists. America runs on institutional racism, how anyone not the black man's friend actively is his enemy passively, and how I was, quotes, a pimple on the ass of destiny, if I was no racist but did nothing to help end racism. I lit up my draft card at 2 a.m. on Greenwich Village Street with no other witness than my friend to show him that I could act on my own convictions about the things I was hung up on. And I had been hung up on the draft for several years. As I threw the ashes into the trash can, he asked me if I felt any better for my little blaze. Sadly, I felt no elation. The gesture being protestic was lost in the empty street. The symbolism became meaningful, however, at the Orange Street Church on October 16th. This is 1967. The Church had a believer, agnostic, and atheist in a common faith of conscience and made of the sacramental bread baking a full-course meal of reconciliation, more divine in its secularity than any communion I have ever participated in. While 66 others burned, quotes, what they claimed were selective service documents, I let the altar candle ignite a Xerox of a draft card supplied by the resistance marshals, one which the Boston Draft Resistance Group rubber stamped in the space provided for the local board stamp. I was only bringing a Xerox because I already mutilated The duplicate card I requested from Newton's local board 1116. Having gone around for some 14 months violating the non-possession provisions of the Special Service Laws, Jeanette K. Tice, the civil service clerk who makes all the day-to-day board decisions, sent me a duplicate card after notifying the FBI, who called me the week following the church service. Mr. Juror, we'd like to talk to you sometime. Well, I don't know, fellas, I'm kind of busy these days, and I work nights, so I'm not exactly billed on your working hours. Well, I'm sorry, did we wake you? Yeah. I'm sure we can arrange a meeting at a time and place convenient to you. How about November 16th? A whole lot of us will have something to say then.